Hey y'all, welcome back to the Unspoken Opinions. Today we're talking about love languages. I'm Kristen.
I'm Lena.
I'm Jackie.
I'm Simi.
Jocelyn.
So what are love languages? Like, where'd they even come from? Does anybody even know?
Let us know.
I will tell you.
Hello.
So this guy is a marriage counselor, Dr. Gary Chapman, and basically, as he was counseling all these different marriage couples, he realized that a lot of them were saying how they don't feel as though their partner was showing them love. They felt like they weren't loved or appreciated. And so he would constantly ask them, well, what is it that you want them to do for you, or what do you want them to show for you? And so based on their answers, he came up with these 5 love languages. So physical touch, acts of service, words of affirmation, quality time, and receiving gifts. Those are the 5 love languages. So everyone has pretty much like a top 2 love languages. You have one that you receive and one that you show as your way of giving love. And so we want to talk about that because it's really important for you to know how you receive love and how you give love in relationships, whether that's with your family, your friends, or with your partner. So, yeah.
Hey y'all, so I'm Shay and we're talking about love languages. My top 3 love languages, 1 being words of affirmation, 2 being physical touch, and 3 being acts of service. I know they're really accurate for me. 1 with physical touches, I'm very touchy-feely. I will hug a stranger. I always want to hug my friends and family. That's how I give you my love. I will hug you before I say I love you. But I also enjoy being complimented, being told that I'm doing well in life. I really kind of crave that from like people that I respect and love. And so my dad is a big words guy. He always expresses love through words and letters and birthday cards and stuff like that. So that's just something that I have always grown up with. And so, yeah, those are my top love
I
languages.
think you can also read other people's love languages because I am big on physical touch, but I don't think I've ever hugged you before. Like you know, like you can come to some people and you just kind of can tell like you're not gonna hug them. Like, and some people you just walk up to and it's like automatic, and then some you like what up and y'all good. Like it's not awkward. It's like I know you like that.
I'm a what up person. Like I mean, I feel like I should hug, but then I really don't want to. So I'm just good with girl. It's been so long. You get to really like don't really
Well, see, that's the same thing with me and my mama, because she's not a very touchy person, but when she get in her feel, she like to touch and All right. Hey, it's Jocelyn. So my first love language was words of affirmation. I just enjoy being told that I'm loved all the time. A little reassurance, don't hurt nobody. My second one was acts of service. I don't know how, because I just don't enjoy doing stuff for people that much. And then my third one was physical touch. Every now and then I like a little cuddle session, Netflix, Disney Plus nowadays, catch up. All right.
I feel like my physical touch, I didn't really have a good relationship with it before, because when I was younger, my mom would always touch me to like move me out of the way.
Oh.
And so I'm like, ugh, stop touching me. I don't like that, because it was always in like a kind of a negative way. Yeah.
That's kind of similar to me too, because like when I was a kid, I used to be all up on my mama. Like I wanted to sit right next to her.
Oh, not
and
that
like,
kid.
Yeah, but my mom's not a touchy person, so she'd
Never
be like,
let go.
why are you touching me? Get off of me. And so now like it's just like
Ain't that something?
because it was always, when I tried to do it, it was always negative. So now I just don't.
So what about gifts? Does anybody have gifts? Like
Gifts was
receiving
last
gifts?
on mine. Yeah, I don't. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna be excited that you thought enough of me to go get me something, but at the end of the day, like, you spent how much money on this? Last Christmas, I asked for fuzzy socks. That's all I wanted from everybody. I got everything under the sun in one pair of fuzzy socks. Like, I just don't understand. Like, I wanted socks to wear around the house, and I felt like I was helping everybody out by getting something nice and inexpensive. And for some reason, like, it was kind of overlooked. I don't know if people didn't take me seriously, or that's not all she really wants. Like, that's all I really want. It's just like maybe 4 or 5 pairs of fuzzy socks and I'm good. year before that was like fuzzy fleece line leggings. Like practical gifts, things that I can actually use. Hey, I'm Lena. Top 3 are, the first one is acts of service, and then the next 3 are tied. The touch, the time, and the words of affirmation. I did not know this about myself, but apparently I do like acts of service, and I kind of do. I'm little, and it's hard for me to do things. I try my hardest to be big. So to me, it means a lot if a guy is able to be manly, helpful. I'm a workaholic, and I like to always be on the go. So if he can step in and, you know, maybe like grab something at the store that I need, or follow me somewhere that I need to go, that means a lot more to me than, say, buying me flowers that are just gonna wilt in a week. But this is just me personally. I'll also appreciate touch, apparently. Don't come touching me too much. But I mean, if you want to like hold a pinky while we're walking, I mean, yeah, we can do that. And then, you know, time. I do value your time. I feel like if I make time for you, then, you know, I appreciate your time. And words of affirmation. Every now and then, you can say that my ponytail is rocking.
Was this everybody's first time taking the test?
Yes.
I've taken it before.
Yeah.
Was it the same results?
Right.
It was different before.
Oh.
I took it maybe like 7 years ago, right after I read the book. Hey y'all, it's Kristen. So my top 3 love languages are, number 1, quality time. I guess I like to spend time with people. I do like to be around people, even though I'm kind of an introvert. Number 2 was acts of service, although it kind of tied really close with physical touch. I don't think I like acts of service just because I feel like I can do things by myself.
Okay, sis.
How everybody receives it. Y'all talked about that, but how do y'all give love?
So I've realized recently that I was loving someone the way I wanted to be loved.
Speak on it.
Realized that recently, that I was trying to give quality time when they like words of affirmation. So I started communicating more with words of affirmation, and our relationship has gotten better. That's one thing.
All right. My name is Simi. My top 3 love languages: quality time. Love to see my boo. Physical touch. I love hugs. From people that I know and I like. I don't like strangers touching me. That's weird. And words of affirmation. Not too many words, but I do like words of affirmation. All right, that's it.
I can tell what mine is before I even took the test, just because I'm constantly doing stuff for people. Like, I overextend myself sometimes with all the stuff that I do for people, or like I'm always trying to support everybody, trying to make sure I'm there for every little thing that people do, or whatever. So for me, acts of service is how I easily show up, because I do a lot.
Hey, I'm Jackie, and my top 3 love languages are quality time, acts of service, and then words of affirmation. So I really enjoy spending time with people. I really like spending one-on-one time with people versus spending quality time in a group. To me, quality time is spending one-on-one with a person versus seeing somebody in a group setting. And then I give love through acts of service. So I'm always constantly trying to do things for people or helping them with a situation or something like that. That's how I give love. I don't necessarily tell people I love them. They know it through things that I do for them. So yeah, those are my love languages.
I think I'm the same also. It's really weird because I don't like people. I mean, I like people to do stuff for me in certain aspects, but like I easily do stuff for other people, whereas that's not my primary love language to like receive it in.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, how does that work?
I mean, that's how I am. I mean, my way to receive is quality time, but how I give is service. I don't necessarily need you to do stuff for me to know that you care for me.
I guess it depends on the person for me, like, because if it's someone that I'm in a relationship with or wanted to be in a relationship with, it'd be quality time. But my friends, because I don't really see all that.
Right.
You don't. I mean, just, sending memes and texting is good for me.
Maybe
So
yours
would
is
that be
through
a
like
word?
words. Yeah.
Maybe that's why words of affirmation is on there, and I didn't think it was. Because when I think of words of affirmation, I think of like compliments. Like
Yeah.
that.
You
But
do compliment a lot.
I do.
Yeah.
You stay on somebody's comments.
Wow.
No,
Like hyping everybody up, stuff like
yeah,
that.
I would like how
Yeah. Personal hype man.
Whoa.
You
come around the corner.
Flavor
You
Flav.
stay commenting, and you always like check in and be like, so how you doing with your working out? How you doing with
Yeah.
like when I was telling you about the protein thing and stuff? Like you constantly are like doing that. So maybe that's why it's higher because you.
Speaking of working out, can you like check me on these Starbursts right now, or you just gonna let me go in?
A lot of A about to fuck around and stuff. Man, I ain't got no room to talk.
How's it gonna work?
Just go to the gym tomorrow.
Yeah, so.
Drink water.
I know you said you overextend yourself for like giving to others. I feel like I overextend myself too. Not necessarily just specifically giving, but just being places and showing, not touch, but giving somebody time and things. So I agree. I feel like you can't overextend yourself.
Do you feel overextended because you're actually doing too much, or because the other person's not giving you what you need in return? So it feels like you're doing too much.
So you're going to a
So-
whole layer.
All right.
I mean, seriously, you are, because I mean, sometimes like I feel like I lost my train of thought, but I feel like I am trying to be closer to that person or do this for them or whatever. But sometimes I feel like, let me do this, because if I don't reach out there and put myself out there, then I'm not ever gonna see you, because you're not gonna make time to see me, because
And that goes back to you're
So
not getting
it's-
what you need, or no?
it's overextending. But it's because if I don't, then this person doesn't have the means to meet me halfway, and I mean, so you gotta do what you gotta do. I feel like if you really want to see them,
Which is, they should do the same thing.
they
Come on.
should.
Come on.
They should.
Come on.
But I feel like every relationship has that 50-50, then sometimes it's 75-25, and sometimes somebody's giving 40 and 60 and vice versa. As long as it's not always you doing 100%. But I feel like sometimes I do overextend to show love language, or to show that I care for somebody, or that I'm trying to hang out with them, or spend time with them, do things for them.
Yeah, because I like go out of my way. Like,
Yes.
if I got something planned, like I gotta go. I gotta make it. I gotta go. Like when you had your show.
It was okay.
Yeah,
And
I
I
was
said
like,
that several times.
I was
I
like,
said it
I
several
gotta
times.
go. I at least,
You
even
didn't
if I
have
can't
to.
be there, like I was coming, and
You didn't have to.
I made it there, even though I
You
was
did.
tired.
And
but
I was like, I don't know why Jackie's coming up here in the middle of the night.
I was like, I gotta
And
support.
she was like, are y'all gonna be doing something that's like worth coming up for? And I thought in my head, I was like, would I drive 45 minutes for Jackie? Like in the middle of the night, I was like, do I want to flip my car? No, I'm telling you, because Jackie, I will see her on another day. And then
But
you
you know
drove
I
out,
was there.
and like, I could clearly see you were tired, and I'm like, I don't know why she's here. And like, your mood was just not all, you were just not present. And I'm like, she should have just stayed at Mercer or whatever. And then Camille was like, tell her to come. And I was like, I'm pretty sure she's had a rough day, but whatever. Camille said you need to come. And so then it was like, I'm not a part of that. Jackie chose to come. I didn't say come. I said it was okay if you didn't. But I mean, yeah, you make a good point. You do overextend.
But sometimes, like, if you think it's worth it, then, it's,
Yeah, but
it's a
sometimes I
sacrifice you
feel
make.
like,
And that's I don't know who. I was talking to somebody about this, and they were like, you can give, you can give love however you give it, but you may not be filling that other person. Like, you may not be filling them up how you think you're filling them up.
Yeah.
Like, if you imagine it as like a cup, right? And so the same thing, like the other way, like they can be trying to pour into you, but you're like, it's missing the cup. Like, it's just like spilling all over the edge of the cup,
Yeah.
onto the floor and stuff. And I mean, that's draining you because you're trying to pour, and it's not filling up the cup you're trying to fill up.
It's
And
like-
they feel empty too because you're not filling them up.
It's like pouring into a cup with a hole.
You're not pouring to the cup at all
oh,
because
Because
because you're missing what they need.
Yeah.
it's
Right.
just spilling all over the table. But you're thinking that you're filling them up and you're not, and you're like trying, doing this, doing
You
this.
out of water.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
You out of water.
So yes, that's why I think it's so important. And I mean, I feel like it goes into anything. It goes to like coworkers, family, friends,
That's weird.
relationships.
Coworkers, I feel like I'm not that invested in them.
Yeah,
Because, like, really all I do is go to work. We might have a little conversation every once in a while, but I go to work, do my job, go home.
Well, your job is different. Like me and my coworkers, like we do have to work together because students be trying to flip flop and all that. So
That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah.
and I think for me, why acts of service is so just, it's a no for me, because I'm the type of person, if I'm going out of my way for you, doing all this extra blah blah blah, if it don't get reciprocated, it's a wrap, a whole wrap.
It goes back to like the cup thing, because
Yeah.
like for
So
me,
you can
that
think that
seems
you're
like
filling in,
yeah.
but you're missing the spot, kinda.
Yeah.
But not just to pick on Jackie, but just in general. People do that a lot. They
Yeah.
think they're helping you out, and I'm gonna come over and I'm gonna do this for you, and it's like, yeah, but you came over like at 11, and I was like, I was in my pajamas, I was in the bed. I mean, but yeah, you helped me move everything from downstairs to upstairs, but like, I mean, I think I tripped on the stairs, like I fell down, hit my head a couple of times. I mean, but we got it moved, but I just would have wished you would have came like during the day. But thank you though, I think.
I ain't moving
Well,
myself.
I'm just saying, like, it could be such a good thing. Like, oh, I helped you move. Oh, you did, but I mean, I'm pretty sure we let in a couple bugs. Like, somebody stole my TV while we was upstairs. Like, I mean, I'm just saying. Like,
she took it all the way.
Sounds
down.
ready to be
She
moved.
had me till she hit that point.
So that's, I mean, it kind of reminds me of like when we were talking about your competition and you were like, you know, you're talking about how you have it in the morning and the evening.
yeah.
And then you're like, well, some people are only gonna come in the morning and that's fine. Or just show up to come get food. You don't
Yeah,
have to go to the
I
show.
try to be.
And I ain't know this much about you, about personality wise. This is what I'm wearing now. But I'm like, you work this hard. What do you mean just come get food?
Yeah.
Like,
Because I'm very
What does
considerate
she
of people.
want
I'm
to-
very inclusive. Like, I want everybody to be able to be involved, but to where it's still comfortable for them.
and I wouldn't feel right because we
Yeah.
talked about it through this whole journey. I'm here to support you, so
right.
For
I'ma
you to
show
tell-
up. You know what I'm saying?
At one point, gas yourself. Let people come before you.
Because it goes back to like where you were saying like, well, this is how I would feel like I need to receive it, but the other person's probably feeling like, well, she's not being honest with me. I really actually do need to go. She doesn't really mean that I don't need to come because
No,
she's
I-
done this whole thing. But I'm saying from
Oh,
someone
that's,
else's
okay.
that's how I
perspective.
took it because I was like,
Really?
Why
I
would
didn't
you
even
do
think
all
about
that?
that. Oh,
Why
okay.
would you do all this? It's been months, and we're trying to support you, and you're telling us not to come.
It's like layers on layers because
Yeah.
how you trying to
But
like
I'm thinking of the fact that I'm thinking of how I'm such a, it's love language. It's a really deep thing because I'm thinking about, I'm a cheap person. You want me to come to what? You want me to come to a morning show and a night show?
so
and
it's
then,
more so,
so to
because
me-
you wouldn't do it. You don't want to ask someone to do
yeah,
something
so it's
you
like,
wouldn't
I'm not going to ask you to do something that I probably wouldn't want to do.
do. Yes, yes.
And I know that, okay, you're asking me to come to both and spend my whole Saturday. And I mean, I know people's weekends are very valuable. I know how mine is.
Mhm.
Like, I work all the time. I never get to sit at home. I never get to take time really for my. So why would I take that from somebody? And take, like, I mean, yeah, you are excited. I know that you are excited. You're probably more excited than I am. At that point, I was just ready to be done. But at the same time, like, I feel like I can't ask of y'all to do something that I would be like, you want me to come what?
You didn't ask anybody. We volunteered.
Well, I
You
mean, but I still
sent
sent out the.
messages for months.
I did,
Yeah.
but let me
Long
preface
text
this.
messages.
There were supposed to be 5 of my friends did it with me, and nobody did it with me. So I was so excited for months that I was gonna be backstage with my posse. We was gonna be back there looking fine, muscular, wedgie butt, you know, all the good stuff that come with it. And then I was the only one. And then I was like, I kind of felt like, dang, they didn't already see me once. So like, then it was really like, let me chill because they've already been there and done that.
But it was totally different.
Still,
Because it was a whole different.
that's a sacrifice you make for months, man.
Yeah.
That's big. Even though you
I
did
guess I
it
didn't think
before,
because like the
it's
reason why it was so big was the fact that the competition that y'all were in it and all of us were gonna be, even though not everybody knew each other, we were all still gonna be back there and like just mutually like that's just cool. Like I see it, other
Yeah.
people and their friends back there. It's just. But then when it was just gonna be me, I was like, well shoot, I've already been there, done this. Like been back to take your sailing, gotta come. Like we just go eat. Like food is big. Food was the most important thing that day. Like I didn't care anything else that happened. Like y'all mamas could have came, my daddy could have came. About the love languages, I didn't know they went this deep. I was really, my eyes were open when you and Shay Shaw were talking about y'all's relationship, but it goes way further.
Mhm.
What you think you're pouring into might be missing the counter and just pouring all around,
yeah, just like
and the
how you
person
said,
doesn't see.
Yeah,
Like it wasn't a bad thing that you came, but it just wasn't the best decision I think that you could have made. Like I would have preferred you to be well rested at home.
and that's kind of like how me and Shay were like we spend one-on-one time and I'm filled because that's how I get love. But she wasn't because I wasn't like she'd sit on the couch over here and not sit on the couch. I'd sit on this couch.
Yeah,
And she likes to be all touchy touchy. So I leave feeling great because I'm like, we got our one-on-one time,
Right.
I'm good. And Shay's just like, well, I mean, that was cool, like we hung out, but like she didn't hug me.
She
didn't
was
say
so
that
the
I looked
whole
great.
time. She would
Yeah.
really get like, oh, it's 40%. Like, I mean, you were here.
And so now I have to like be more intentional about, okay, Shay really likes hugs, so I gotta make sure I give her a hug, or like just like simple stuff, like she like nudge her, so like it. I just don't like to be touched, so it's like really hard for me. But like
it is.
Yeah.
if she's gonna fill me up, I also have to fill her up.
Or it's even like this one guy that I talked to briefly. He was like, you really don't give me compliments. I was like,
But what?
right, for what? Like, and you know what?
Yeah.
It's easy for me to like. It's first off, I don't do a lot of words of affirmation, period. But it's easier for me to do it with my girlfriends than it is for guys. I don't know why, but I don't really compliment guys like that. I feel like y'all know y'all look decent, y'all dress or whatever.
Oh,
I don't know, like I don't.
Sometimes you
That is
don't want to
weird.
gas guys too much because they be getting cocky and it's
Yeah.
like, bro, chill.
And typically in society, we think that women are the more the ones that need that like reassurance, especially physically.
Yeah.
So it would make. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked for you
Yeah.
to not compliment a guy.
I didn't
as
realize that
often.
I didn't realize that I didn't until you said it. I was like, huh, I guess I don't. But then when I tried to, it was weird. It was awkward.
Because he brought it up.
I think so.
Or
so
because you weren't used to it.
Probably.
Like, so it was like, I like your color on your shirt. You know what I mean? Like, not really natural.
Yeah, I don't know how to
Probably
compliment.
both.
I don't know how to compliment like normally. I'm like, damn, you fine, like some shit like that. But
Yeah.
it's not like, hey, you're beautiful. Or,
Gotcha.
I was told once that when I thought I was complimenting people, people thought that it was like fake. I'd be like, okay, I see you, and somebody was like, I thought you were making fun of me. And I was like, I was literally trying to gas you up. So now I try to be more specific about what I say.
People are so sensitive.
Because I'd be like,
True.
oh, okay, I see you. Okay, I see you with the pants on. I see you with the top. And people are like, I really thought you were like being sarcastic. The whole time I thought I was like, now I've really been like, okay, I really like that shirt. Or okay, that's cute. Like being more specific
Right.
of what it is that I'm
Okay.
praising them about. And I guess I hope that's been going over better. But that really threw me for a loop because I was really like, wow. I'm over here thinking I'm really gassing you up. You probably think I'm like tearing you down this whole time. So it's like, that's weird.
So is there a way to like give these love languages in a way that makes sense? Like you can't just, even though you think you're doing it, like you're not doing it in a way that works?
Yeah, I mean, it's even back to me with quality time. Y'all would think that this right here counts as quality time for me, and it doesn't because I like one-on-one quality time. Like there's even layers within the love language that you get. It's a lot. It is.
At the end, you gonna receive this love or not?
I mean, that,
Right.
but it all
Right.
goes back
Right.
to like knowing yourself and communicating that effectively to the other person. Like you can't expect them to just know
But I
that
think
I like quality
too
time.
often we do though. Because I mean, how long have I been friends with y'all? I mean, sorry, and Sydney. I mean, you just meet people and you get closer. You fall out with people, and you know you get closer to other people as you grow. But like, how long have I been friends with y'all? And then just finding out that all these years I thought I was really hanging out with Jackie, and all these things she thought I was flaky, and I'm like, but I really saw you
Never
a
thought you was
lot.
flaky.
No, or not flaky, but just thought that I wasn't like really around, and it's like, but I saw you here and here and here, like,
And I know
I
what
saw
they-
you a lot.
Like I'll cancel plans. Like, I don't have a problem canceling plans. And
It's not a big deal to me either.
Yeah,
But I'll
like,
reschedule.
yeah.
I'll reschedule, or
I've had
I
to-
don't feel like it sometimes.
To get
And
back
it
to your
means
point is like,
But you know,
because you didn't know that, like I've reached out to you to hang out with you, same thing with you, like when we gonna have brunch.
Yeah.
So I give my
Yeah.
quality time whether y'all make the
Right.
plans or not.
You do.
Yeah.
And on the flip side, with you canceling plans, like I've just had to learn that that's you. Like you may not text me back, you may cancel plans, and I just
It's not
know you.
personal.
Yeah. So I've had to learn that it is not personal because for me, when people wouldn't text me back or people would cancel plans continuously, I would internalize it like, dang, Is it me? Like, am I
Right.
not good
Yes.
enough? Am I not important enough that you just forget about me? That I'm not
And it's
important
really
enough
just
that
a hard work week.
Exactly.
And it's like, Jackie, I'm
So-
sorry, I just don't feel like
I
it.
socialized way too much this week. I can't do any
Yeah.
more.
So I've had to. That's just a personal thing for me. I've had to learn to not internalize it. Like, okay, they didn't text me back. Okay, whatever. But yeah, I just learned that that's just you, and I'm gonna get my time when I get it.
She gets it.
She did. I do. We just went to brunch not that long ago, so I'm good.
I feel like when people cancel plans for me, that just burns up my soul.
Why?
Because me, I'm a homebody. Like, I will sit in the house on a Friday night and eat ice cream, watch a movie, and I'm satisfied with life. So if I take the time out of my homebodiness to make plans with you, and then we're supposed to go out at 8 o'clock on a Saturday or Friday, and you hit me up at 6:15, hey, don't even finish your sentence. I don't want to know. Like,
Because you had already got your mindset
I'm
and you
mind-
were ready.
my chocolate
to
chip
take
ice
it
cream
on.
is back in the freezer. I got my whole outfit in my head. I look at my phone. Hey,
And see that right there, that is why 90% of the time I will not cancel, even if I don't feel like going no more. I'm like, ugh. But I gotta go because
Right.
what if this is like for them? This is what they really
is
need,
dire.
and
So-
I have to. I
And
have
then-
got to
and then
go.
on the flip side, if you ask me and we could, hey, you want to go? No, cause see my ice cream that no, I'm good.
So,
no.
piggybacking off what you said, I've gotten better at not canceling and rearranging plans because so often, and this is a whole different episode with mental health and all this stuff, like nowadays people are really going through some things, and not only mental health, relationships and job crisis and midlife crisis. Shoot, I had one, changed my whole career. Anyway, I mean, I just feel like nowadays that people really need you. So that time where they're like, oh, let's go get brunch, you never knew that brunch was them getting a divorce and they just needed somebody
Right.
to talk about it. Or that brunch was they lost their job and they're trying to figure out how not to tell their parents and how to make it for that month because their parents can't help. Nobody can help. So you never know, like, what they might be going through. So I've tried really hard not to. But so often, I do not feel like it. I'm never home. This right here, like, what do I do? This just sit on my floor. So, I mean, for me, like, I will cancel in a heartbeat to be like, let me just sit on my couch. Can I just feel what it feels like? Because I thought it was kind of squishy, but I think it's kind of hard. So, I'm just like, when I cancel, like, it's nothing personal ever. I'm just mentally exhausted.
When I cancel, it's really for me.
It's just, I
'Cause
can't.
it really means that I'm at the point where I just can't.
And I'm not gonna
socialize.
bring 100% of me. I'm gonna bring a bad attitude or just sleepiness.
Oh yeah, I'd be tired.
Man, they don't understand. Life is hard. But I mean, I try to make better effort now.
Yeah.
I know that people take time out to schedule things with me, and I try not to be the one person who always cancels. And it's very interesting how love languages play into who a person is and how they see things. So now y'all know when I tell y'all, oh, y'all don't have to come.
I'm still gonna come.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
still
still
gonna come.
I mean, I really wouldn't have, like, how we went to eat afterwards, like, I had so much fun. It was like, this is not even the real shit.
Now
Like,
see, I was tired by that point, so I should have came earlier. By then I was sleeping, because then I was like, all right.
or
I'm
like
gonna go to
Christy,
work.
like, I'm arguing with her about coming. She was like, well, I have to work, but I'm going to come. And I was like, but you just got off work. But I'm going to come, but you,
Because it was
you
like what
just
Jackie was saying,
got
I
off
just want to
work.
support you.
Like, you
Yeah.
just got off work. Like, if I had just got off work, would I be trying to go to Kristen's thing? Like, no. I'd be in the bed and I'd be like, I'll catch y'all afterwards later on at night.
And I guess
so I
it goes
can't
back
sit here
to
and
like
expect.
what you wanted, what you wanted for somebody else, what you would do. Like you wouldn't want to do all
Yeah.
the extra, but like at the same time, if I had been working towards something for X amount of months, I would feel some kind of way.
If somebody didn't come.
If you had told me you could come and then just cancel on me like that.
But if it was a legit reason, like, you just got off work, like, it's like,
For
it's
me,
cool.
that
like,
shows me how much you really care. The
Yeah.
fact that you just got off work and you are still coming, like, I'd be like, wow, you like.
So like I said, when you drove up, I was like, wow, she came. But then I was like, why did she come? It was like I was like half mad, half really excited. So I was just like, I don't know how to take this moment, so I'm just gonna like avoid the moment right now and be like, are you okay?
I mean, I still had fun.
I was
tired.
like-
I still enjoyed myself. So.
I was like, I'm mad, but I'm like not mad. So like, I'm gonna act like I'm not mad, but I'm kind of mad. Like, we'll talk about it later.
We didn't talk about it.
We're talking about it now.
Awesome.
In the end, we all love each other differently,
Mhm.
and we like to receive love differently.
Yeah, but you've got to figure out what your love languages are first. So if you Google love languages, you'll be able to take the free test. They send you the results via email. And they go into like a description of each of the love languages. So it's really good. There's a book that goes with it as well. Yeah. So learn your love languages.
It will help
Communicate
out,
effectively.
it will help out your relationships for sure.
All of them.
Friendships, for sure.
Romantic relationships, family, everything.
Somebody wasted cheese dip on my floor. Oh, we ain't got cheese dip. What is that?
And that's that on that.